Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 10 logo.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's complete right around the 8. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
It's called a taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a point to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
DJ Shark.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
On the tackle. 10 yards.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Minshew sets to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
1st and goal.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 7, Jaguars nothing.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot, but when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Packers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Off the play fake, Love. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Love. Forced out to his left. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. 14. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Lindsey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Love from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 12. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Leads to 3rd down and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Love now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See
what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
14. Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. First chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Here we go. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Woo, yeah!
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Another run by Lindsey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
3-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Going back to Love. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 40.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. To throw on 3rd down. Love. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The Jaguars take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
this is caught inside the 15. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.